Okay, it's official. We're recording. So, you guys, I'm excited to do this one because Power Hour is amazing. They always say you can double your income, right? You're fertilizing your business when you do something consistently, daily. And I think that that's really important that we do that. But I don't know, especially those of you that work, sometimes it is hard to carve out an hour at a time. Sometimes it can be really tricky to carve out the hour at a time. And so I want to show you guys how you can actually build your business with 30 minutes a day. Okay, here's a little trick. If you have 30 minutes in the morning, you can come back and you can do this again, right? A little bit later in the afternoon or the evening, you can fit this in where and it's just all it's going to do. It's like adding more fertilizer, right? It's adding more growth. So if you decide that you've only got 30 minutes, that's okay. You guys, if you only have 15 minutes, that is better than nothing. That's still putting fertilizer on your plants. That's still going to help your business grow. So really, you guys, on the days where you really don't have time, it's completely okay for you to just do little pockets, but do something for your business every day without fail. Every single day. That's super, super important. So this is going to be just a Power 30. We're just going to go through this. You're going to be in and out in no time. You're going to see how easy it is. And you guys, again, you can do this every day. If you have a second 30-minute later, you can do it for another 30 minutes. So your business can be built in pockets. And so that's what we're going to talk about right here. Before I get started, I'm just going to tell you, if you are in limited time, and this is the big tip, if you have limited time, take an hour once a week, maybe do it on a Sunday, right? Sunday evening, or just when you have that hour, and batch your content. Okay. Get some photos ready, get your stories ready, have it ready. So when it's time, you could literally get this done in 15, 20 minutes a day if you had your content ready. Because all we're going to do is the 3 basic steps that really, really will grow your business. Is there more you could do? Absolutely. If you worked your business for 4 hours a day, right? Obviously you get more done, but this is about getting it done with consistency. So if you batch your content, if you create it in advance, if you get stories ready, you don't even have to have it mapped out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You just have to have content ready to full. That's at the beginning of the week. Take a photo of yourself with Rush, or, whatever you want to do, get some posts set. If you are on a tight schedule, if you do this, I promise you it's massive for your business. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. This is going to be a little bit different than what, you're probably expecting from just a typical Power Hour. And again, typical Power Hours are great, but right now we're teaching you how to get it in the small little nuggets of time. So the first thing we're going to do, you guys, and, I'll say we'll do it for, what? I need my timer. So we're gonna wing it a little bit, but I'll do it on my phone. But what I'm going to say, though, is that what we need to do is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write down 3 things that you're thankful for, because when you start with a heart of gratitude, it is always going to put you in a better place with your business. So let's go ahead and you guys, let's do that for a minute and a half. Just get in there, and I'll just tell you when it's done, since I don't have my beeper that's going to go beep at us. But right now, I'm going to be quiet. And let's spend a minute and a half, 2 minutes max. No, I think a minute's plenty. Let's just go ahead and write down 3 things we're grateful for. And go. Okay, I'm guessing you guys are probably close to done. Would you guys all put at least one thing in the chat that you're grateful for? Because I want to hear them. I think it's really cool. This day, I love that. Family, friends, and a job I love. Awesome. You guys, starting your day with gratitude is huge. When you think about what you're thankful for, it's just the energy you're going to put out, and you want to have the right energy before you start to connect with other people. People can feel that. They can feel it. So if you're coming in with a heart of gratitude, you guys, it's going to be huge for your business. Health, I love that too. All right, so now what we're going to do, and we're going to do this 2 minutes. Okay, I want you guys to write down a list of the things you need to get done today in your business. All right. things that you want to get done today. And we might not hit all of these in the Power 30, but these are the things that you find are really important to do today. So let's do, I think we can do like a minute and a half. You guys good, or do you need a little more time? Good. Okay, cool. So it goes fast. So already we've had a heart of gratitude and we know what we're doing, what we need to get done. So now what we're going to do, you guys, is I'm going to choose this for the sake of what we're doing here. But usually when you guys are going to look at that list, you're going to pick the one you don't want to do the most and you're going to do it first. It is always so good to get that out of the way because it's going to take this burden off of you and you're going to feel so accomplished. Okay, there's a book out there called Eat the Frog. It's one of my favorite books, and it talks about getting the hard stuff done, and you will be way more productive because usually we spend half of our life dreading what we don't want to do. So for me, this could be different for all of you, okay? But mine is follow-ups. Don't love them. So for the sake of this, we're doing it together. We're going to pick follow-ups, and we're going to spend the next 5 to 6 minutes following up with people. Okay. And it goes really, really fast. Just go ahead. And what I want you guys to do is follow up with people. I'm going to give you a few tips before we get started. Now, sometimes it's going to take a little longer, a little bit less, but really we're just quick messages if you can get some follow-ups done. What I like to do is talk to the people most recent that we've had a conversation with. Oh, hey, so-and-so, I added you to the Brave and Lead Breakthrough group. What did you think? Can I answer any questions for you? Wasn't that stuff amazing? Don't you love what you saw? Right? Those are follow-ups. But also, what if you're like, I haven't really been chatting with anyone lately, or you get it done real fast? You want to dig deeper. I like this tip. I go into my messenger, and at the top, I'll type keywords like Bravenly or Kit or Rush, and it's going to pull up all the conversations that I've had with people. And then here's the thing, you might think it's weird. I haven't talked to her in 4 months, but this is where you get in and you say, hey, so-and-so, I just wanted to come back in here and apologize. I have been meaning to reach out to you and I feel like I dropped the ball, right? Because what you're doing is you're putting it in this place where it's like, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't reach out to you. That's an easy conversation to have. And just say, I wanted to circle back and see, if you had any questions, right? That's the kind of verbiage that you can use when it's been an old conversation to make it not weird, right? So anyway, okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and start this, and we will do 6 minutes of follow-ups. You should be able to get a few done in that time. Okay, you guys. So it goes fast, but I personally was able to do 3 follow-ups. Okay, about 2 a minute. And so were you guys about able to do the same? No. Yep, 3, right? So that's 2 minutes. You did the follow-up, and here's what you need to look at. Like, this is about condensing your time. Okay, obviously, if you do 10 follow-ups, is that better? Yes. But what I'm doing is I'm teaching you that it's okay to do little bits a day because it will build over time. It will be super great to have this consistency, right? And again, you can circle back and you can do these same things again later on tonight, or, just grab these little bits of time and go ahead and be able to get it done. So, all right, we're going to move on to the next one. And that is, we are going to have three new conversations, 3 new contacts. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you about 2 different ways to do this. If you need to grow your network, if you just have the same people, then I want you to go find 3 new friends with this time. Okay. And that's what you're going to do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 new combos. Now, if you already have, I have like almost 5,000 friends and I don't even know who half of them are. I don't need to go find new friends. I can actually start digging. And here's a trick that I do. So if I'm like, I need to find some new people, I'll dig through stories real quick. Or what I'll do is I will go into my friends list and I'll choose an alphabet or a letter of the day. So it might be, today is, D. All the people start with D. I'm like, ooh, I don't know who that is. I don't know who, you know what I mean? Or I haven't talked to her in a while. This is about getting conversations with people who are not the same 15 people that you talk to all the time about Bravenly, wondering why they're never going to buy. We're talking to new people, and this is no one from Bravenly. These are new people that you're going to have a conversation with, right? And so what you're going to do is find those 3 people. Okay, let's go ahead and spend the next 3 minutes finding 3 people. Okay, and then we're going to stop, then we're going to come back, and then we're going to start conversations, and I'll give you a few tips for that real quick. And let's go. When you find your people, write them down on a list so you don't forget them. Just saying. Okay, did you guys have enough time to find your 3? Cool. All right. So I went ahead, I typed in G in my friends list, found 3 names. only one, none of them started with G. I don't really know, but I found 3 cool people. And you know what I like? If there's a little blue circle, that means they have a story, and that makes it really easy to actually pop in their inbox and say something to them. So I always give preference to the ones that have a story. Plus, it means they're active. Okay, so I found my 3 people. You guys found yours. These were in my existing friends list. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to each of these 3 people, and we are either going to, if they have a story, we're going to go ahead and we're going to comment on their story so that it goes in their inbox. That's going to start a conversation. If they don't, go ahead and look at their posts and, find something in their most recent posts that you can comment on their post. Or if you love what they said on a post, you can pop in their inbox. That's even better. Sometimes it's weird, but if it makes sense to do it, like, privately pop in, like, hey, I saw you posted, something about your kid. I just want you to know it was really inspiring, right? You can pop in their inbox and say that. If it's a recent post, it's weird if it's old. So you can go ahead, do that, start a conversation. We're not talking about Bravenly. We're just building connections. And then these people's eyeballs will be on you. If one of these people, you're like, ooh, I chose the wrong one. Guess what you can do? You can unfriend them. You have my permission to be like, ooh, this is not my people, right? Or if it's like you're, somebody you don't have to do that. But this is also a great opportunity in the process to weed out people, because for those of us that have a ton of people on our Facebook and we don't communicate with most of them, it's better to get them out of there for algorithm purposes. Okay. I'm not saying get rid of grandma who, made you mad, right? I'm saying let's focus on business things right here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let's give us, what do you think, you guys? 4 minutes? Let's do 4 minutes. That gives us plenty of time, about a minute to do each one. All right, let's go ahead and start. Okay. That felt like that one went faster. I had to scramble to get it done. But I did. I reached out and it seemed like two of them were entrepreneurs. And so one of them I asked, like, hey, what business do you do? Right. Like I'm blunt like that. I just get in their inbox and what do you do? People will answer. They want to tell you about what they do. And I want to tell them about what I do. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the very last one and then we'll be done in 30 minutes or less. All right. So you guys, now we're going to get some stuff in our stories. This is where it pays off if you guys have batched your content and you are ready or you have like things to pull from. Okay. Again, take an hour on a Sunday or whenever you have some time to just sit down and get your content ready for the week, get some photos, do whatever you need to, brainstorm some ideas of posts, things you want to put in stories. Honestly, you guys, yeah, make a few reels, whatever. That's going to be your best thing to do. But what if you didn't? Well, guess what? We're just going to go ahead and we're going to pull some stories from our resources. I'm actually going to go ahead right after we start. I'm going to put a story that I created. It's actually from CapCut. I'm going to put it in our chat. So you guys, that's one of your jobs. You're going to put that in your stories. Okay. So I'm going to give you one today. There's lots of places you can screenshot. I have my own album of stuff that I actually snag off the internet from like all the other incredible people at Bravenly. Screenshot people's stories and get them in that album. Corporate makes them for you. You can make your own. I personally always get the most sales when I talk to my audience. So I can be like, mixing up my rush and, chatting, telling what it's about, things like that. I'd like to talk about ingredients. It's not for everybody, but you guys, whatever you want to do, you guys know how to do stories, but it's really important. If you have them batch, you can get them done really quick, but we're going to spend the next 4 minutes stories. And then we'll come back here. We'll be finished. And if you have any questions, we can go from there. All right, let's go ahead and get this going and look in the chats and I'll go ahead and add that video in there. Okay, you guys, did we all get our stories done? It's hard, right? It's hard to get them done in a little short amount of time. But if you have them batched, if you have them ready, you can just go ahead and pull them and then you're good. So anyway, you guys, I'm so excited because guess what? We just spent less than 30 minutes. And if you do what you just did here every day, even if it's like just 5 days a week, I promise you it will double your business. Super easy, right? Pretty painless, right? All right, you guys, thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording, but if anybody has any questions, I can open it up to questions. So, but thanks guys for popping on.